guys, my name is Maddie McCarthy, and for my Leap 2 project, in order to critically analyze harmful propaganda, I chose the event of FYRE Festival 2017 and how the most exclusive music festival of the year turned into a dangerous battle of survival. So during this PowerPoint, I'm going to talk about what was FYRE Festival, how is it an example of harmful propaganda, and why should we care? FYRE Festival was a fraudulent luxury music festival founded by Billy McFarland, CEO of FYRE Media Incorporated, and rapper/co-founder Ja Rule. The FYRE Festival was announced in January 2017 and promised 2 weekends of 3-day, 2-night stays on the island of Great Exuma in the Bahamas. This event, however, turned into a nightmare situation as attendees were stranded with half-built huts to sleep in and cold cheese sandwiches to eat. Instead of canceling the event when the company knew they were out of money, the event remained on, but instead of luxury, it was the complete opposite. This resulted in million-dollar lawsuits against CEO McFarland for fraudulent advertising, stealing from investors, and public endangerment. McFarland is now serving a 6-year sentence for his wrongdoings. So now I have some photos, just example of the propaganda, which was just fraudulent propaganda or just false information for people who are willing to invest in buying tickets. This is an example of some of the influencers who posted saying that they were going to be there. And here are examples of what the guests actually received. As you can see, it's very different from what they were promised. So how is this an example of harmful propaganda? As you can see here, there's several influencers and celebrities with a total of 300 million followers on Instagram who were gathered and paid generously by the company in order to post promotions for the FYRE Festival. This is also a set list of musicians right here that were supposed to be present to perform in the festival as well. These are examples of harmful propaganda in that each of these influencers and musicians made the decision to no longer attend the event without telling the public. Actually, only one of the bands who were supposed to perform actually told their fans that they were no longer going to be performing at the festival. As an influencer and a musician, you have the power to persuade people very heavily, so to say that you will be somewhere and change your mind when you no longer think it's safe without telling others can be very dangerous, as it was in this case. So why should we care as students studying propaganda? In terms of dangerous propaganda, this is the perfect example of how people will do quite literally anything and possibly risk their lives to have an experience just because an influencer may have told them to. Memes such as these ones have played big roles in the media directly after the event had taken place and even to this day. The event remained in the news for a while after the disaster because of how poorly the company handled the entire situation, as well as the CEO McFarland's reaction. As students studying propaganda, it's easy to say just, oh, these kids, they were just stupid or they had money to spare, so it doesn't really matter that they spent this much money on this, which is what a lot of the public said. But as a young adult in today's society, I think that it's easy that and all of us get influenced by social media. So it's important to think about this event and take it personally. It was so easy for this company to just pay influencers to create an appealing social media page and make millions of dollars off people. We have become so easily manipulated and so trusting in influencers that influencers don't really have to be truthful, and for the right price they really will in some cases do whatever they want. Thank you for listening, and if you want more information on FYRE Festival and how all the events took place, there are 2 documentaries, one's on Netflix, one's on Hulu, and these are my sources. Thank you.